Hello everybody, welcome back to Tom Reads Things. My name is Tom. I hope you're all very well. So today is so hot. It's Bank Holiday Monday here in the UK, which is a bit of a freebie day off. And it is absolutely sweltering. It's like 32 degrees Celsius, which is why I'm only wearing this very thick jumper. Don't quite know why I'm doing that. Should be in my bikini really. So I have realised that I have been on BookTube for 6 months. Can you believe that? 6 whole months. That's half a year. I've loved every minute of it and I have absolutely thoroughly enjoyed myself doing it. So I thought, what better way than to celebrate the sweltering heat on this bank holiday than to do a video about what I've learned in my last 6 months on BookTube. Before I do that, I thought I'd give you a bit of a reading update. So I am currently reading the amazing Dombey and Son by Charles Dickens. I am loving this. I haven't been reading it for the last couple of days because I've been really busy, but I am thoroughly enjoying it. I'm only like 200 and something pages through, so I've got a long way to go. This is about 1,000 pages, just under, I think, and I am trying to. Usually these longer Dickens take me about a month. And I want to get this finished for the Bellman and Black read-along that Katie over at Books and Things is hosting in September, so I can crack on with that and join in with that. So the race is on to get out of the bottom. Oh no, I feel a Spice Girls song coming on. So the race is on to finish this in time for that, but it won't be hard because I'm really enjoying it. Has anyone read Dombey and Son? I've had a lot of comments on my Instagram saying people have read it and really enjoyed it. If you have really enjoyed it, do let me know your thoughts on it down below without giving away any spoilers, please. Thank you very much. So on with the video. I thought I would do what I've kind of learned in the last 6 months on BookTube, what I've enjoyed, what I've found enjoyable, what I've found a bit tricky and things like that. So first things first, the best thing I think about joining BookTube is the lovely BookTube community. So I never thought that joining BookTube, I'd be sort of welcomed into the community in the way that I have been. It's been really lovely. Some people in particular who have sort of taken me under their wing, and just, and been really kind to me when they haven't had to be. They've just been really nice. So people like Simon from Simon at Savin Reads. Simon at Savin Reads. What is wrong with me? Why can't I say Savage Reads? Goodness me. Simon at Savage Reads, in particular, has been absolutely wonderful. He's been so lovely. He's given me lots of hints and tips and just been really nice. So yeah, Simon over at Savage Reads, Katie from Books and Things. I absolutely love her channel. You all know that anyway. Yeah, people have been really nice. People like Charlie Brooke from the channel Charlie Brooke. Really lovely. Emily over at Novell Novels, really nice as well. Julie at The Hungry Bookworm. Hi Julie. Have been really kind to me. The things that they've said, and the kind of hints and tips that these people have given me, and it's made me feel like I've really been welcomed into the kind of BookTube community, and that's something that as an adult you don't really find very much. It's sort of like almost joining a new school, and you're the new kid, and what are people going to bully you? Are people going to be nice to you? It's that kind of thing. Obviously on a bit of a lesser scale. It's BookTube. Yeah, that's something that sort of it did surprise me a bit, really, that I didn't think people would be so nice. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe I've just got a very pessimistic outlook on the world. Who knows? So yeah, that's one thing that I've really enjoyed, is getting to know some of these people that I've been watching for ages, and yeah, just having a great experience with them, really. The next thing that I have learnt is I've learnt more about what my reading taste is. So when I first started reading as an adult for pleasure, I was reading lots of different things, and wasn't really, because I wasn't doing BookTube, I wasn't really taking notice of what I was enjoying and what I wasn't. I was just picking up loads of different kind of genres and different types of books, big books, small books, some as big as your head, and not really paying attention as to what I was enjoying and what I wasn't enjoying. And I just wanted to get through loads and loads of books. But since joining BookTube, because I've been making videos about these books and talking about them a bit more, I've kind of come to understand what I like and what I like a little bit less in terms of genres. Now, this will probably come as no surprise to a lot of you, but I've realised that my passion lies more in historical fiction and classics, and I have realised that incredibly literary fiction perhaps isn't so much for me. However, I have really enjoyed some of the more literary fiction books that I've read over the last 6 months. For example, Ali Smith's Winter I really enjoyed, and also On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. They were both absolutely wonderful reads. So it's not to say that I don't like literary fiction at all. I just sometimes find it a bit difficult to get through and to understand, really. So yeah, I love historical fiction and I love classics. I hope that whilst I enjoy historical fiction and classics, that I can continue to read a bit more broadly. I did a video recently where I bought a load of books that I would never usually have picked up, just to try and kind of expand my reading taste. But I've kind of realised that it doesn't matter so much, and that you should just read what you enjoy. That's the whole point of reading, isn't it? I've also realised that I don't really listen to audiobooks. It's not really something that engages me as much as reading a physical book. I don't read on Kindle either. I only really read hard copy physical books. Now, I haven't got anything against audiobooks or books on Kindle. It's just, for me, I find pleasure in having an actual physical book and making my way through that book. Is anyone the same? Anyone feel the same? Or is it just me? Another thing that I have learnt in the last 6 months on BookTube is something that I wasn't expecting at all, and that is something around DNFing. So I am a big fan of DNFing. If you feel like it's not your time to be reading a certain book. However, one thing I've learned is that it is okay to DNF a book if you think, I will like this book at some point, but now's not the right time. For example, a Jane Austen book, Persuasion, I DNF'd earlier in the year, and I picked it up again because I thought, this isn't right for me at this time. I can tell this is a pretty decent book. Turned out to be a bloody brilliant book, but now's not quite the right time. And I picked it up again for Jane Austen July and bloody loved it. Persuasion, if you haven't read it, read it. Maybe save it for next Jane Austen July if you fancy. But it's so good. So one thing I've learned is not to completely disregard books that you DNF at a certain point, and maybe be open-minded to picking them up again in the future if you think, this is a book that I would like, but now's not necessarily the right time. So I've got much more in tune with thinking, okay, this is a pretty decent book, but now's not the right time. I'll come back to it later in the year or whenever I feel like it. Another thing that I have learnt in the last 6 months on BookTube is that it's not as easy as everyone makes it look on BookTube. There's a lot of sort of planning that goes into making some of these videos. I make a lot less videos than some of the bigger booktubers who are publishing videos 3, 4, sometimes 4 times a week. And even for me, just publishing a video maybe twice, at the moment it's once a week because I'm so busy, it is really difficult. And well, for me it is anyway, because I want to make content that people will enjoy. So yeah, it's hard to kind of plan it into your life, although it only takes 10 minutes to sit down and record a video. For me, I sort of think, oh God, what should I be recording? What should I be talking about? And I want to make sure that when I talk about the books that I'm talking about, that I have something interesting to say about them. So yeah, it's not as easy as everyone makes it look, believe me. However, having said that, if you're sitting there thinking, oh, should I start a BookTube channel? I really enjoy watching videos on BookTube, but I'm kind of hesitant to start a channel. Do it. It's one of the best things I ever did, and I'm so glad that I did it. So if you're sitting there wondering, oh, should I start a channel? Absolutely do it. It does not matter if you post a video once every 6 months or once a day. If you want to do it and it brings joy to you, then do it. So one of the things that kind of surprised me about joining BookTube is what I really find engaging and enjoyable about BookTube, and I think most most bookboobers, most booktubers will say the same thing if you ask them, is the interaction in the comments section on each video. So I love chatting to you all about your thoughts on the books that I've spoken about, or hearing your recommendations for books for me to read. I really love it. And I love that I've got my own little community in the kind of comments section. There's, you know, the same people commenting on most of my videos, and I love talking to you. People like Steve, Reese, Doris, Margot, Hardcover Hearts, Jill, Richard, A Little Book Life, all of these kind of people who regularly comment on my videos. I love chatting to you, and it makes me so happy when you comment on my videos and you say, oh, I really enjoyed this video, or you say, oh, I also loved the book that you loved, and have you thought about reading this? And I love those kind of comments and that kind of interaction. And Charlie and Emily and Julie as well, and Simon and Katie and everyone that comments, and we have an interaction in the comment section. That's for me the best part about BookTube. I absolutely love that part about BookTube. It's the kind of two-way dialogue, if you will, that we have, which makes it all worthwhile. So yes, that's my BookTube-iversary 6-month anniversary type video thing. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I look forward to talking to you in the comments section down below. Okay, thanks. Bye.